Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and in today's video, I was going to test my top PvE heroes versus Ultron World Boss Legend to show how far they can go and how strong they are with 0% Pierce and average run-of-the-mill cards as we've been doing in this series. However, upon testing Ultron, I realized that they were all pretty much garbage, at least versus Ultron. They just didn't do enough damage, they didn't have enough survivability. It was just so frustrating to play, except for one character. It wasn't Sharon Rogers, it wasn't Shang-Chi, it wasn't Makkari, it wasn't any of those heroes. It was actually just Thena. So that's what you've been watching as I've been talking in this intro, is the fast forwarding of her versus Ultron, completely shredding him with a double support lineup. And believe me, I really tried to make it work with Makkari, I really tried to make it work with the others, and they didn't do a fraction of the damage that Thena was doing, and I couldn't figure out why at first. So I was trying to bring you guys a bit more variety instead of just the always Null and Mephisto, but we're gonna have to go back to Null for this testing. But first, let's go ahead and finish this boss off. And I left it off here on purpose because I wanted to show you guys something really important. So I want you to pay attention to the amount of damage that I do here when he's out of optimization. Okay, we'll go and test everybody else after this, but first thing I want to do here is just to show you how the optimization phase is a bit trickier than we thought. So if you check out the damage that I'm popping off here afterwards, it's pretty low. We're gonna do one more rotation here, but as you can see, I'm barely able to squeak out a bar doing both my rotation and a tier 3 skill. Now we're going to use switching, and I'm gonna show you what this looks like when you switch into Thena or whoever your damage dealer is, instead of letting them like staying on them. Okay, so we're gonna break his optimization, we're gonna switch to Thena. Now look at the stark difference in the amount of damage that I'm able to do. Yeah, so if you're fighting Ultron, keep that in mind, and you should absolutely employ that every time you fight him. It seems like there's an invisible defense buff that doesn't get broken unless you switch characters after optimization has been interrupted. So if you interrupt optimization with Thena and you don't switch, or whoever the damage dealer is, then there's still going to be that invisible defense buff and you're going to do really low damage. On the flip side, if you break the optimization with another character and then switch to your main damage dealer, you should be fine and ready to go to just burst down crazy DPS. Now, quickly to answer this question, why did Thena completely dominate everyone else in this comparison? Well, turns out that when you have 0% Pierce with Thena, you don't. You still have 5% Pierce. She has 5% Pierce on her base kit. I completely forgot about this. Where is it? There you go. Increases additional Pierce damage by 5%. It completely did not cross my mind. So I'm actually going to be crossing Thena off of this comparison video because it's not fair to compare her to Shang-Chi, Sharon Rogers, and Makkari, given the fact that, like I said, she has 5% Pierce when they don't. So we're going to be going back into Null Stage 9, and we want to see, just like Doctor Strange, can these other heroes really compete without Pierce and insane cards? Here we go on Stage 9, starting it off with Makkari, and we're using the wave leadership slash support because she's going to do both things for us, and that's going to allow us to get a normalized comparison between these three characters, because whereas Sharon Rogers and Makkari don't have a leadership, Shang-Chi does. So if I just use a regular support like Valkyrie or Taskmaster or something like that, you wouldn't get the same comparison, since you would have Shang-Chi's leadership and Makkari and Sharon would have nothing. So we're going to do it this way. I know that Wave's a little bit more difficult to get, but she's an excellent support, so I do want to highlight her as well. And I want to also highlight that Makkari's doing really, really well. We are less than a minute into this bad boy, and I'm really happy with her damage output. I know she has a support, but after playing with those other characters, I don't want to call them others, but, you know, Ghost Rider, Odin, the old meta, I am, you know, really happy. This is so much more relaxed. I'm confident. I'm very confident that I can do this, and I can, you know, pump out the damage that is needed to get this done, because with those other characters, I was not. Like, look at that damage. This is with 0% Pierce, right? She's crushing it. And she's also using a Rage here, so we're not comparing it with some sort of, like, crazy build or some Reforged CTP or anything like that. We're not even using White Fox support. Are you kidding me? 0% Pierce. Are you kidding me? 0% Pierce. 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 What was that, dude? He like didn't go into his next phase. That was so weird. That was spooky, man. All right, whatever. But Makkari's crushing it right now. So yeah, I would absolutely, man, like I would take Makkari over Odin any day. And that's what you expect, I guess, from a character release like almost, well, a year and a half later. But it's still like in stark contrast, right? Odin had a leadership and a support, right? He had a better lead than my Makkari does because he had a 48% increased damage lead versus 24%, and he still had Mystique doing damage, like helping him do damage, and he could barely clear the stage. I'm flying through the stage with Makkari, absolutely flying. So she's crushing it, dude, absolutely crushing it. Really, really happy with this. And on the flip side, wondering how the others are going to perform. We're not getting our crits, which is the one weird thing that I do want to complain about. My rage proc was so delayed there. I could have grabbed a coffee and come back to it still not being activated. We're trying to save the awakening skill because I know I need to pop it off when the battle begins. I'm a little bit behind on my rotation right now, but it's okay. Okay, we can afford to stall here. And again, this is the value that a character as strong as Makkari gives you. Whereas with even like Moonstone, I was like, bro, I barely have enough time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just rusty playing Moonstone. I have no idea. We pop the 6 there before we pop everything else. I was hoping to get the Rage proc activated a little bit earlier, but we did that so that we can fight through the cage, right? You don't want to get guard broken by the cage. I don't believe that Makkari has any invincibility besides her 6th skill. So you absolutely need that to pop off here, but easy peasy, dude. Easy peasy. A minute 30. A minute 30 looking so squeezy. So that was amazing. I'd probably put her close to Doctor Strange in terms of, you know, how strong she is. When you have 0 Pierce. Really, really happy, and it definitely justifies her value from top to bottom because she's amazing with lots of Pierce and she's amazing with no Pierce. In Shang-Chi's case, I'm a little bit worried about his performance just because I don't remember what it's like to okay, never mind. Never mind, we're good. I was gonna say I don't remember, like I never really used wow. I never really used Shang-Chi before Pierce, and I don't remember what it's like when you just have a bunch of chain hit damage, but holy cow, dude. Wow. Wow, he's making Makkari look slow. Whoa. Wowee. He's popping on and off. Wow, dude. Okay, he's not making Makkari look slow, but man, and then the heal comes in, and the heal's crazy too, right? Wow, he does so much damage, dude. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Wow. He cranks the damage, bro. He cranks it. Whoa, this is good stuff, man. Okay, we missed the proc there, so we're gonna proc on 5. And then the 4 co-op. The co-op skill being the 4th skill is so nice. And then we use the 1st skill to get away from him, to interrupt our 5th skill. I love Shang-Chi's 1st skill. And I love using it like aggressively like that. I use it a lot versus Ultron, but it works so well against other bosses as well. Wow, he's flying, bro. He's flying. I tried to do 3 before 1, but I wasn't quick enough with my fingers. But if I did, then we would have had a bit better of a setup here. Okay. Hide in the iframe there. Oh, wow, that damage is nice, dude. And because he gets iframe ignore on his tier 3, you don't care that that he's jumping up, right? Like, look at this. I can still hit him. Okay. Oh, oh, oh! Almost, eh? Almost, bro. That was savage. That was so savage. Almost. I'm a little rusty with Shang-Chi, but man. Okay, he doesn't seem to be quite as fast as Makkari. Makkari did lose some time here. So we do have to acknowledge that she would have been a little bit faster. Okay, yeah, okay. I don't want to... Okay, that's what I was hoping for. I didn't want to pop the co-op. I almost popped the co-op by accident. I didn't want to pop the co-op and then not be able to do this. So we're going to pop 6, pop 4. And we're going to pop the co-op again. Nice. And we can reset this again. Ooh, look at this. And we just pop 6 and pop 4. Boom. Wow. Shang-Chi, bro. Still so good. Cheaper than Makkari and an absolute god, bro. Honestly, with no Pierce, the Rage CTP and the characters that can utilize it really well, like Doctor Strange and Shang-Chi, they look so good. I think these are some of the best characters to invest in because, especially if you're a newer player, because, I mean, as much as I love characters like Moonstone and Sharon, they clearly struggle when you don't have much Pierce. And then on the flip side, man, like, they obviously rock with Pierce, but Shang-Chi and Doctor Strange rock with Pierce too. So let's see if I remember how to play Sharon here. We do need to stall a little bit here at the beginning. We get bounced back, and then we pop off here with that juicy accumulation. But yeah, it just doesn't seem to be as much as it is. Yeah, see, it's not, it doesn't have quite the pop, right? Let's see here. Do we get nice accumulation? Do we get some nice bars? Yeah, like it's pretty good. Okay, I wanted the heal, but I also wanted the, yeah, I wanted to dodge the cage. We couldn't dodge the cage there, but I do need to heal because her HP is really low. So we're gonna have a few rotations here with less accumulation, but I just can't afford for her to die. I think I missed my proc. Yeah, definitely missed my proc there. Pretty good damage still. Okay, we didn't dodge the cage there. No worries. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're gonna get slapped there. We dodged the slap, which I wasn't necessarily trying to do, but I have to manage Sharon's HP, right? I think there we missed our proc. We got knocked back anyways, which is really annoying. She's getting knocked back a lot. There I got interrupted again. Yeah. Another knockback. Cool, man. All right, we're going to finish him here. But yeah, this is definitely on the slower side of things. I expected her newer uniform to definitely be better than this. So I'm a little bit... I don't know what to call it. I'm a little bit disappointed, I guess. All right. Let's go ahead and set up shop here. Yeah, no proc and only a bar and a half of damage. We get the heal. We're going to miss a proc. That's okay. We're just trying to top up because we know we're going to have to take hits, right? Okay, bro, she lost more than half of her HP there. Okay, that was really good. That was like 4.5 bars. There, he just stripped all my buffs, including the accumulation. Here I can die. Yeah, it's really hard, man, with no Pierce. Okay, all right, that's better. Wow, but it's definitely a lot tougher, man. Shang-Chi and Doctor Strange make it look so easy. Here, we're not going to accumulate, but we're just going to pop off. We just need, at this point, we just still need damage. Honestly, that damage is still really good, so I think... if you're good at rushing the... I'm not good at rushing the tier 3 with Sharon, so I'm not doing that. I'm doing, like, the old rotation with Sharon. Okay, there I rushed the proc. And I think I still got it. No, I don't think so. Oh, something happened. My HP was really low, or maybe I had the 4 stacks of the symbiote thing. No, her HP is really low. Okay. So this is good that we switched. We were going to have to switch anyways to avoid dying. Wow. She's almost dead. I'm still not in the next phase. Wow. Not even gonna bother to accumulate here. I'm pretty sure we can get this done, but man, this is difficult. Like, this is definitely difficult. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy how good Rage is with no Pierce. It's like, I hate to keep saying it, but it's so true, dude. It's wild. I switched because I didn't want her to die. I did not want her to die. I'm kind of rushing this. She could have died to those purple circles. I'm kind of rushing this because I don't want to run out of time like we have with some other these clears. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my god, she died. Oh my goodness. I couldn't switch characters. Wave was striking for me. All right, so we're back in this dragon phase here with a lot more time left. We did another run and it went a lot better than the last one, especially in the phase from 30 bars down to 22. It was just absolutely fantastic. And now let's see if we can properly wrap this up without a mix-up, an error, I should say, like last time. One thing I will say is Sharon takes a really long time to get out of her combos, and it's almost to the point where it's frustrating because that was really good damage. Damn. Every time I criticize Sharon, she's like, I'm amazing. Check this out. So let's see if, well, actually, you know what? We're not going to risk it here. I think she has enough damage where we don't have to risk this, you know, getting hit by the thing. I know she has invincibility on her 4th skill now, but the old uniforms don't, and it's still pretty risky. So we're just going to pop off here, and hopefully the chain hit will carry us home. And it's also good to check. Okay, you may need to bring along. Looks like you may need to bring along another character. Yeah. Wow. Or you just need to rush her tier 3. Yeah. Wow, I still couldn't do it. So you either need to rush her tier 3, or you need to bring in another character, or you need to get really lucky and line up because those toxic meteors were falling and I could have accumulated on them, or you need to accumulate and do some damage before Thor shows up. It's kind of tricky with Sharon, though. I will admit that you sort of have to cancel 5 really fast. You have to 3, 5, 4 really fast to get the 4th skill, invincibility. But I think even though she failed it, she can do it. But it definitely shows you the stark contrast and the sort of like bitter reality that I'm being reminded of, that in a world before Pierce, the energy CTP and the judgment CTP just seem so much weaker than the rage CTP. And that's not, so I'm not saying you should run out and just try to get a bunch of rages or that your energies and judgments are worthless. It's just that rage sort of keeps its value from start to finish, whereas energy and judgment, they need Pierce to really shine. However, they shine pretty damn bright once you get some Pierce. So keep that in mind, and hopefully that'll help you on your journey along. And let me know in the comments down below what your cars look like and what your clears in World Boss Legend look like. Thank you so much for watching. Hit me up down below with your thoughts. Smash the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.